Boo, 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 boo. Let's see what we can do. Are we live? Hey! How are we all doing today? I'm hoping my audio is working. Please let us know in the comments. Just getting everything all set up with the chat box. I'm flying solo tonight, so it might take me just a few minutes to get all up and running. Give us a shout in the chats if you can see us. Hopefully you can. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm getting some, I can see here on YouTube that Ness is here, yay! Hearing you loud and clear, and Bronwyn is here as well, fantastic. Let's just see if I can open up the chat. Here it comes. Jasmine's here, hello, 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 hello. Yeah, Craig's not feeling too good tonight, so he's all snuggled up in bed. He didn't have a very good night's sleep last night. So he is on bed rest at the moment. So I'm glad that you can hear me. Sarah Louise is here as well. Evening, Lesley, looking and sounding great. Oh, thanks. I actually straightened my hair this week with one of those like, right, grab a razor, grab an exfoliator, and just go to town, and then blow dried my hair nicely, straightened it out. I thought, oh, finally feel a little bit human. Oh, fun and games. All right, so for tonight, I'm actually inspired to use the Heavy Doodle No Matter What. And if you guys saw the blog today, a random hair lying around, there was a card shared on our blog today from one of our new kids, one of our newest recruits, Lydia, and she used the gnome stamp set. And I decided that I have not used enough of my gnomes. I have not really made a lot of projects using the gnomes. So I thought, I think I need to pull them out. So I was thinking about creating some sort of a little scene using my gnomes. But also today I have been picking loads and loads of orders. We had a big order from a distributor, so I've been in the Craig's office and picking all the stamps, and I've been looking at all the different stamps and decided that there's loads of stamps here that actually I could use to create a little bit of a scene. So I've pulled out some gnomes from the No Matter What, and I'm using the rocks from the Prehistoric Pals. We'll see how this goes anyway. I might end up using some of the like the flower pots from the Hot Diggity Dog. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm going to move that to the side. In Hootiful, there is a tree stump. I thought that would be cool as well. And in Dino Time, there's these little like rocks. So I'm thinking about adding some detail using that, but it's only a very small thing, so I'm not going to really worry too much about it. And then I also have my big bug hugs, which are cute for adding a little bit of garden detail. I also have more here. I thought it might be cool to use this other tree stump as well. And I might even add a little bird just so that the bird is kind of looking on, but I'm not sure. I'll put that to the side for now. I thought also in the background we might have some fence, a little bit of fence work going on from Who Let the Dogs Out. And then I also thought that there's other rocks here, which is fine, in my otters. But I wanted to have a little puddle or pond. And I thought maybe I could use one of these like fishing pole things from the Warm Hugs stamp set and see if I can make one of our little guys go fishing. So let's see what we can do. Jasmine says, wow, really going for the mix and match. I know, I'm not even really sure what I'm gonna go for, but I thought it would be kind of cool. So let's see. I want to have, maybe she could have the she can have the butterfly net and be chasing butterflies. I'll have some sort of a garden behind here. And maybe, let's see. I think this guy's gonna need to be standing on here to do its fishing. I think that's what we're gonna do. And for the pond, I thought what I'd do is there is like a puddle design in Quack Me Up. But my thought is, and I'm not even sure if it's gonna work, but we'll give it a go. If I just use the die and I create a larger kind of aperture in maybe some green cardstock, that could maybe work. So let's see if we can come up with something. We'll see. How is everybody doing? Have you had a wonderful week? Let me see if I can pull out. I think I want some green bean cardstock here. Yeah. Which will be our green grass. Let me die cut this down to 3.5. Who all have we got? Marjolaine's here. Hello, hello. Jasmine says, I just shared my light up card I mentioned last week on Instagram and on my blog. Oh, I can't wait to see it. We'll take a look afterwards. Jen's here. Hey, Jen. How you doing, girl? Jasmine says, very busy week and very busy week ahead craft-wise. It's exciting. That's cool. Right, so I'm thinking of putting sort of grass along like this, maybe. Let's see what we can do. Let's find my grassy lass. Bordered eyes. And maybe we'll do it a little bit like this. Jen says, I'm so excited to catch you live. Yeah, I'm excited to have you. Nessie says, stressful week. My daughter and son-in-law down with COVID. Oh no. Then my other daughter and son-in-law unwell but tested negative. Oh my gosh. You're the second person today that's told me about COVID with relatives. I hope everyone stays safe. My dad actually got his vaccine this week, so that's good. I'm happy about that. My dad is 71, so yeah, he just got his vaccine this week. So happy about that. Okay, so I'm going to just move this along. like so, and run it through again. There'll be a little bit of a disjointed edge here, but we'll cover it with a critter or a flower or a gnome, so don't worry about that. Nessus is fortunately not awful. Well, that's good. Oh, dropping things. All right. All right, all right, all right. Marcy says, my dad hit his second dose of the vaccine. Woohoo! Thank goodness for vaccines. Nessa, my dad 94, and the girls got it caring for him after surgery. Scary. That's so nuts. Absolutely nuts. Fingers crossed everything works out okay. Okay, so I've got the die from the Quack Me Up stamp set, and I'm going to create some sort of a little pond. I'm not really sure how it's going to work out. We might have to start again, but hey ho. No biggie if we do. So that's definitely a glorified puddle at the moment. So let's make it a little bigger. Just going to move this over and move it up a little bit. And it'll look a little bit weird, but we'll just take a craft knife or a pair of scissors to straighten it up. Nessa says he got it so mild and he's already bouncing back. Oh, I'm so happy. That's really good news. Awesome. Okay, let's put these in the bin. I might actually put a little ducky on it as well. I think that would be kind of cute. Kind of cute indeed. All right, so I'm going to take my scissors and just round off this like so. Awesome. And the same down here. And once again, don't worry too much about scraggly edges, because that's where we end up putting a strategically placed something or other. I think that looks cool. And we'll grab some ice blast for a nice light blue pond, I think. In fact, I have a piece here which is kind of the perfect size, so let's trim that down. Like so. Maybe even work this way. I think it will. Look. Doesn't it look cool? Rebecca's here. Hey, Becky. What are we making tonight? We are, I'm making a little bit of a garden scene. So I was inspired by a project on the blog using our gnome stamp set even. And I'm really doing a bit of a mix and match. Nessa says, a masterpiece, I think. Oh, how nice. So I've used the little puddle from Quack Me Up. I used the die and used it twice. And then with my scissors cut along to make kind of like a pond. And I think that's going to be the start of a really fun card. So let's see if we can get a piece of maybe white card for the background. And we will maybe ink it up. Let's trim it down. Jen says it's a brilliant pond. Yay. So that's going to be our slimline size, like this. Hopefully you can kind of see it. So we're going to add, I think a little gate back here maybe. Let's see if we can build together our scene. We're going to have a tree stump from Hootiful. And this little guy is going to be fishing, I think. So he's going to be using the fishing pole from Warm Hugs. Bit of a rudimentary fishing pole. We might even shorten it because it's a little bit long at the moment. But if we have it like this, and then we'll have string coming in to the bottom here. That'll work. And maybe we'll have a cute little ducky on the pond. This little guy swimming along going, "What you doing?" And then we're going to have maybe some rocks. Can maybe have a tree stump somewhere, maybe behind the grass. And then this little lady, I think she's going to be trying to catch. I guess you could use the net for catching fish as well, I guess. Why not, right? Jasmine said, I found a pack of 24 card of Mix 1 today that was hiding from me. I was so happy I was almost out. Oh, yay. We're going to have this little guy as well. And then a couple of little stones and things lying around. And then I was thinking about either having, could put some of the little plant pots around. I'm not sure if we're going to do that. It might become a little bit over the top if we do that. Let's see if we can come up with something fun for the background. We could maybe even use the close the gate die. Let's see. Might be too big. Let's have a look. See if I can find it. I always forget if it's in a little, here it is. I think actually the little gates will look a bit better in proportion. So I'm going to start stamping and then we can color these little guys in. Nessa says, I had my delivery this week. Yay! That's always fun when you get a delivery. We had lots of orders today, and in fact, somebody out there must be talking about the Happy Doodle mini die cutting machine, because today I think we sold about 5 of them. So I don't know. Has anybody seen like a video or something? I always think somebody somewhere is talking about them because it's always a little bit comical to me whenever there's a sudden peak. And also slightly frustrating whenever you can't figure out where like, why. I'm just very grateful. Carrie Rhodes did a video about her Heffy Doodle haul. That's probably what it was. Was it on YouTube? Or Instagram or something like that? I wonder. Marcy says, I see it used in a lot of videos. People love it. Yay! That makes me so happy. Especially because it was a little bit of a challenge to get done. Carrie showed it and she loved it. Yes, on YouTube. Awesome. I'll have to go and check it out. Oh, I forgot to ink up this little guy. All right, that gives me some colouring to be getting on with. Becky says, Carl and I wonder where sales come from all the time. Yeah, it's always a little bit of a mystery, I think. That and no matter how much you might want to find out, sometimes you'll just never know. I remember we had like a massive spike in sales from people in Denmark, and it was like, how do I find out? Somebody in Denmark must be talking about it. It was, I think, Heffy memo tape at the time, because people were going nuts for it, and we couldn't figure it out for ages and ages and ages. And then somebody mentioned a Danish Facebook group that was all in Danish, like the language, so it wasn't even in English. Hey Lucy, how you doing? So I'm working with some warm grays at the moment. Kind of gives these a little bit of a brownish undertone. And then we will go for some darker browns for the tree stumps. Oops. That's E35. And I'll bring that in with a little E31. And 33 if I can find it. Awesome. I think I'll use slightly darker ones for this other tree stump. Got an E25, bit of a darker. And an E11. I'll use the E11 on the top sections as well for a bit of a lighter touch. Jasmine says, Jen says it's a great tape. Thanks. And Nessa says, I love my hefty tape. Jasmine uses hers all the time. Nessa says, I'm very careful with it to make it last. You're just right. All right, Mr. Duckykins. What color are we going to go for? Are we going to go for a bright yellow duck? I think so. The little orangey beaky beak. And I think a little rosy cheek would be nice on him too. And then we can colour in our little cuties. Start with some flesh tones. Got E00 here. I'm going to darken them up a little bit. Where have I got two E00s? And why is one called Skin White and one called Cotton Pearl? That's weird. I don't know. Answers on a postcard, please. Go for a little E11. And put a little bit of red on their noses. And the top of their cheeks. This is our Hey Carrie, we were just talking about you. Copic had a name change on a few markers. Ah, there you go. That explains it. So let's see. So this guy's going to be the one who's fishing. So he's going to be our focal element. So I'm going to make him a little bit more bright, I think. And then this guy, his hat is quite tall, so we're going to go for a bit more of a moss color. This says pea green. Okay, I'll buy into that. And I'll blend it out a little bit with yellow green. He's so cute. Yeah. So Carrie, we were talking about you because I said that we had some orders come through all at once for the Happy Doodle mini die cutting machine, and I said somebody out there's talking about it. And I was saying that it's always sometimes a little bit of a mystery. We don't know who it is that's talking about it or where it is. And then somebody mentioned that you had a little video of your Happy Doodle haul. I said maybe that's what it was. Sure, guy. Oh, I think I've made a fashion faux pas here. I've put a red coat on this little guy that has a ginger beard. I don't know, is that supposed to be is that a big no-no in the fashion world? I'm not very into fashion, as you can probably tell. I think he can pull it off. Carrie says, yes, that might have been me. I did a video unboxing my order. Awesome. I have to go and have a look. You said some people have been asking if it's available in the US. So if you go to happydoodle.com/buy, BUY -HFD, buy -HFD, there is a list of our retailers across the globe. However, everyone that's listed there did not necessarily buy the machine. We had a lot of retailers opt out of, like, basically not buy it because they because it's a bigger item. They said that it's bulkier to ship, so essentially their shipping fees that they would normally charge for orders, it would be too heavy for those shipping fees. So that means that they would have to charge an extra shipping fee, blah, blah, blah. And because of that, they think that it scares away the retailers, or the customers. So we did have some people say that they weren't going to stock it because of that. However, I do know that Butterfly Reflections Inc., they took it. I can't remember anyone else off the top of my head, but we do ship worldwide. And I've had lots of comments from people, even in America and Australia and everything, saying that even though it's coming from us, it still gets there quite quickly. So that's good. And I think as well, one of the comments was that the shipping cost is not actually, there's not much difference between the shipping cost from me and the shipping cost of someone like Simon, Scrapbook, whatever. No, you guys might know better. Lucy said, my Happy Doodle die cut machine is resident on my desk all the time. It's a brilliant little machine. Ah, thanks. Let me turn off my volume. So I've got my little guy all ready to go. Gonna give him a black belt. I wonder if he's gonna be a black belt in fishing today. I'll give him some brown boots as well. Technically it's a warm grey. And I think he would carry through that blue into his trousers. He's a coordinated little guy. And we'll give him a gray beard. What are you? C3. And a little C5. Carrie says, such a great machine, perfect size, and a little bit wider cutting plates. Loving it. Oh, wrong way around again. Ness has got the Tim Holtz Sidekick, but it is a bit small, she says. Yeah, it's a little bit narrower, sadly. All right, how we doing? This little guy looking so cute, looking so fine. Here's our little lady. I think she's going to be purple because I'm just feeling the purple vibes, even though my Copic purples always tend to end up a little bit pink. I'm not opposed to the pink. I really need to find my hex chart. You can probably tell I'm winging it a bit. We'll just keep going and make it work. Roberta says, I need to sell one and get yours, I think. Yeah. That's it. The platform it sits on is about 6 by 6. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I can probably show you a 6 by 6 piece of paper next to it. And there's a platform. There's a 6 by 6 piece of paper. Makes it nice and sturdy. Perfect size, darling. Okay, let's see. I think she's going to have a yellow hat. Nice and bright and colorful. And maybe some yellow bloomers as well. Why not? Marjolaine's off to bed. Night night, darling. Might watch till I fall asleep. Bye-bye. Let's add some little yellow bloomers for her here. So cute. So, nobody's asked yet, but I'm sure you're all too scared to ask at the moment about our house situation. Dun, dun, dun. We've actually had an update this week, which is very exciting. Last week, I think I said to you guys that we kind of threw our toys out of the pram a little bit and shouted at some people and said that they need to let us know a time frame for the changes that they need to make. And despite having a little hissy fit, still they weren't able to tell us any update. They pretty much just went, well, we're making progress and we're going as fast as we can, which I still don't actually believe. But anyway, so we then decided to take things into our own hands, and we decided to change our mortgage offer. So we applied for a different mortgage, which would be to keep this house and rent it out. And we will still continue with the sale. It just means that if the sale falls through, we can still buy our house in Scotland, which is kind of, we just need to get up to Scotland. We need to get there before we lose out on that property. So we applied for the other mortgage on Monday, and then we got the offer on Wednesday, which is completely ridiculous because when we originally applied for our mortgage back in August, you guys will know that we waited 8 weeks to hear back. Just absolutely ridiculous. I just realized this didn't even stamp. Yeah, we got the mortgage back at that time. I think I might do a blue fence, because why not? And that meant that we spoke to our solicitors on Thursday, and they sent us the missives, and we sent them back today. We had a couple of questions, but that was fine. Just had to review it with the old solicitor. Sent that back today, on its way now to the current owners. I'm going to do another fancy. And we have proposed a move date of the 1st of March. We have a date. Woo! So if all goes well, in order for us, so we need to give 2 weeks. No, it needs to be 2 weeks between when everything's agreed and when we move. So in order to move on the 1st of March, we need to have it all done by Monday. So if there's any other delays, we'll have to push it to the 8th of March. So there is a little bit of a risk, I guess, that it could move still. But it definitely is a much bigger step in the right direction. Yes, Marcy, the end is in sight. It's we're definitely feeling a lot more positive now. Of course, the day that we got our mortgage through, we then got an email from the solicitors about the sale of this house with an update that they have actually made more progress than we thought they would. So it's going to be one of those things where we changed gears because they were taking too long. And then I just know what's going to happen is at the last minute, they're going to be like, oh no, we're ready. And we're going to go, well, never mind. Never mind. It'll all work out in the end. It will come super quick. Better start packing, says Ashley. Well, luckily we are getting movers to come and pack us. But we still need to kind of organize some stuff and whatnot. So yeah, we better do that soon. Absolutely. Quite exciting. We'll see how it all goes. Like I say, I'll know more on Monday. And then it could well be that the end is in sight. Oh, so excited. So excited. Okay. So let's start cutting some of these guys out. I use my little hard darken machine. And let's cut these guys down. See if we can put them all through the machine, cut it out, see how it goes. It actually says, have you started planning your new craft room? Oh, an important question. Yes and no, because the house that we're moving into is a bungalow, and the plan is to renovate the attic. So the attic at the moment is like ready. It's physically you're able to renovate into it, which is good. And the plan is that we'll put stairs in sort of like, the house is long like this. It's actually like a H, like with a corridor here and then like this. And in the middle here, we'll put stairs going up, and then will be the corridor and then rooms on either side. So this side is going to be the craft room, and this side is going to be the master bedroom, dressing room, and ensuite. And that's the plan. But until we actually get there and get the architect to draw plans, etc., I can't really make significant planages for the long-term craft room. However, I think I mentioned to you guys that I have managed, I mean, I'm not quite sure, I'm quite impressed with myself for this, but I don't know how I've managed it, but I've managed to convince Craig and Piper to let me steal the current living room as my craft room. So there's also a garage. So the garage is going to be where we work, where Happy Doodle workspace is. But that's going to need renovations too. We're going to need to put some sort of heating in there. We're going to need to put lots of shelving, paint it, all that kind of jazz. So that's like the first work that's going to need to be done. So I need a space to work while the Happy Doodle headquarters is being built and developed. And the biggest room in the house is the living room. And sad as it may be, it's not sad for me, but it's sad for other people. Like, it makes sense for me to have everything all together. For so long, I have had to work, and it drives me nuts having everything everywhere, like strewn across the house. Boxes outside here, other boxes under the stairs, tissue paper in this cupboard, jiffy bags in that cupboard. Just so much happening. I think it's a real workout just trying to pack orders, because I'm like here, there, and everywhere. So in answer to your question, I have sort of planned it. So the living room, I'm thinking I'm going to kind of separate in the middle. So if I have a living room like this, and you come in the door here, I think this side I'm going to use as my craft space, and this side we're going to put Happy Doodle stuff in regard, like the grid wall with the hooks, packing station. Well, then it's been like 6 months since we've been in that house, so I don't know. I'll need to wait till we get there. It is exciting though. So exciting. So exciting. Jasmine says, I can't wait to be able to come visit. Yeah, and bring Belle. Yay. And Ben, he's invited too. What? That's the wrong one. I think Ranger's excited about going to the beach every day. The beach is about 10 minutes away. It is a cold beach. It's not a it's not really a sort of sunbathing kind of beach. It goes under the North Sea, but still it is a beach. And there's lots of dogs that go along it, so he'll be a very happy boy. My little boy. Belle will love it, she will. I bet Piper's excited the move is actually happening now, says Roberta. She is so excited. And her birthday is the 16th of March. So she was very excited about the fact that it is before her birthday. Daz says cold beaches are better, though usually quieter. Absolutely. Well, in fact, the very fact that it's in Scotland, it is much less populated. And the year before last, we were up there on my birthday, which is the end of August. And in Scotland, the kids go back to school a little bit earlier than the kids in England. So when we went up there, it was the 26th of August, my birthday, and the schools were already back, and it was a scorcher of a day. Like, I can't believe Scotland actually got that hot. And we were on the beach all day, and we were the only ones there apart from the occasional dog walker. And it was beautiful, it was quiet, it was sunny. It was like our own personal little paradise. It was awesome. I can't wait to do it again. Beach is awesome. I don't go in, I just love the sign, says Roberta. Yeah, it's a bit chilly. I tend to not really go in as well. Not really opposed to it per se, but Ranger's a bit scared of the waves as well. The big wuss. Jen says, will you be near a particular distillery? Oh, like hundreds of them. Like, the problem is kind of being far enough away from them. We looked at one of the houses that we actually really liked, and we were going to maybe put an offer in. It was super close to a distillery. And apparently, we didn't know this until we were ready to put in our offer, was that if you live near a distillery, you can get this like mold that grows on houses that is because you're really close to a distillery, but it can essentially damage your property or something. It's like a black mold, and then it needs to be washed off every 18 months, which is just like so frequent for the cost of it. So, yeah, but there's loads of distilleries. So where Craig is originally from, it's really close to Glenmorangie. Glenmorangie is how you say it, but most people call it Glenmorangie. But it's Glenmorangie whiskey. Oh no, moved. Got distracted by whiskey. Might have to draw stamp you again, Mr. Manny. Let's see. Now I need my goals. I've got so many stamp sets lying around here. Jasmine says, distracted by whiskey and you don't even drink. I Drunk gnome. We should add the little, you know, the little tankard of ale from the Lucky Friends set. Like, ooh, got a little bit drunky poodles. I'm not sure why, but Craig's dad was sending Piper jokes today. And one of them was, why are ghosts so popular at parties? There's a question for you. Why are ghosts so popular at parties? Anyone? Anyone? Let's wait a second and see if anybody has any answer to that one. Yes, Amanda's got it. Because they bring all the booze. Oh, what I think is quite awesome is the fact that I just came up saying that was the 100th message. So I think that means you get a gold star. Hi, Amanda. I'm going to make this little guy shorter. We'll trim it down and add a little bit of white gel pen. You're at. Let me think, what was the other ones that Craig's dad said? What can you put up a chimney down, but not put down a chimney up? What can you put up a chimney down, but not put down a chimney up? Amanda? Marcy says I love dad jokes and dad puns. Just fill in over the top of that inked line to make that a little bit shorter. Let's see where we're at. Surprised I haven't seen my dog out yet. He must be looking after Daddy. Flora's got it. An umbrella. Well done. All right, let's see. Let's snuggle this into the corner. Help me get everything in its place. This is definitely going to go here. This needs to be, it needs to have enough room around about. Yeah, the answer is umbrella. Well done. So I think we'll have that something like that in the background. We'll have to create maybe a some cloudy skies or something there. This little lady can be chasing. Maybe a butterfly or something to that effect. This was going to go over here, I think. With the stones in front of it. Maybe some stones here. This guy. He's going to be fishing. and then we'll add the fishing line coming down. This guy's gone a little bit crooked. He doesn't look so bad against the white, but I think he'll stand out a lot whenever we get that all colored up. So we'll stamp him again. Is Harry still here? Says Amanda. I'm not sure if she is. Jasmine says, preparing another video, Amanda. I blame you. Oh yes, we all got a lot of blame these days. Let's see, we'll add some other fun designs. Maybe some little grass. Let's grab my piece of Heavy Doodle alcohol marker friendly cardstock. And we'll grab Mr. Gnome again. Which one is he? Mr. Stumpy Gnome. I need to put that away in a second. Carrie says, editing a video whilst watching and listening. Amanda still can't get videos to post as reels. Oh, is your phone being weird? My phone's gone all weird this week. It's like gone super unresponsive. I think it's just nearly dead, to be fair. And Craig has been on the hunt for finding me another phone, because that's just not something that I ever want to do. I'm not interested in hunting for phones. And I would like one that I can do nice videos with, do some reels, whatever else is hot at the moment, do some lives and stuff. And then he found one and he said, well, I found one for you, it's £600. And I know that's probably the going rate, I imagine. And I said to him, it's just really, really painful to pay £600 for something I legitimately am going to drop on the first day. There's no way I'm not going to drop it. Jasmine says, Amanda says, it could be my phone. I still don't have the music option for stories either. Sometimes that is to do with Instagram though. Like Instagram, it like puts these weird rules on you. Like, oh, you can't tag products. And so you've got 10,000 people or something stupid like that. So it might not necessarily be your phone. It could be your profile for Instagram. But in my experience, there's like no way out of that. Like you just have to, whatever Instagram says, guess you gotta do. Jasmine says, you have to be super creative with only 30 seconds max to post. Yeah. I think if you're doing, if you're already like editing a video, then I wonder if it's easy then to smoosh it down, if you know what I mean. I don't know if it is. Well, who knows? Oh, 22. Yeah. So I have added a couple of other images here to mix things up. Fill up this card. It's going to be a super party by the time we're done. W5, where is my W3? Oh, where would you be? W3. Why are you hiding from me? W3, found you. You can run, but you can't hide, dude. I'm sure I'm not the only one that sings to their topic. Jasmine says, I'm learning to do full videos too. It's a learning curve. Yeah, do you know what? It's like a constant learning curve. I've said this many times, is that even the people that you think have got it down still probably think they ain't got it down. And it's just the way it is that I think everybody, even if you think they've got the best videos, they probably feel like there's room for improvement. I'm gonna go for a dark blue mushroom. Is it a mushroom or is it a toadstool? I'm not sure. Cuteness. Carrie says, I'm loving that set with the mushrooms and the critters. It is so fun. It is super, super cute. All right, so let's see what other, why not an orange mushroom toadstool? Because in cards, realism goes out the window, although there probably is orange toadstools. Who am I to say? Who indeed? I am not the keeper of the mushrooms. It's so cute. Carrie says, always room for improvement. Amanda switched to Filmora 9. Oh, good, good, good. I used to use Filmora on my phone. Do you mean on your phone? Is that what you mean? Or is it on your computer? Amanda says, although it's still time consuming, lol, no matter what you use, condensing 4 hours of footage into 10 minutes is tricky. That is so true. Like that I used to use iMovie back in the day. And I honestly feel like I had it down. Like I had it down to a fine art. I knew exactly what I was doing. It was fine. Like everything, it had its challenges, but or it had things that I wish it hadn't. But I was like, right, it's fine for what I want it to do. And then we updated the operating software on my Mac. This is many years ago, by the way. And after we updated the operating system, the lighting on iMovie was horrendous. So if I took something off my phone, not my phone, my camera at the time, and I just watched the raw footage, the lighting was great. And then as soon as I put it into iMovie, it just like killed it. And apparently through Googling, this was a known issue, that the new operating system caused weirdness. But whenever you updated to the operating system, you couldn't go back. So we were like, great. So from then on, we had to find something else. And ever since then, I've tried lots of different things, and every single one of them is like, it's okay, but it's not quick, which sadly is just the problem. But I have mad kudos for everybody who edits their videos. It is absolutely a time-consuming job. And if any of you or anyone watching who I don't think you would be, but anyone who likes to leave comments, not so nice comments on people's videos, anybody's video, it doesn't matter what they're doing. They've sit and edited a video, put a lot of work into it. Let's see. Get some grassy grass on the go. This live is like super color heavy. Sorry guys, I'm having fun. Yeah. Amanda says, I use an old Handycam. It's mounted to an upside down tripod and I plug it straight into the computer. Nessa says, I much prefer lives like you do, Lesley. Well, I do lives because then I don't have to edit them. Amanda says, I record straight to the laptop. I also have a power cord plugged in so it can never die. Yeah, it's a really good idea. Carrie says, I have one of those. I also have a Canon DSLR, but my phone is just so easy. Bye, Carrie. See you next time. Next time you upgrade your phone, turn this phone into a dedicated filming camera. That's a good idea. If only I did not have two daughters that get my oldies. My kiddo is like totally against phones at the moment. Oh, did I tell you that Wednesday was no screen day? So Piper's school decided that, I think they said once a term, that they are going to be advocating no screen day. And they acknowledge the fact that at the moment, learning is done via screens, but because learning is being done via screens, kids are spending like lots of time behind the computer. So they were doing a no screen day. So the kids at school had no screens, and the kids at home they were, they sent out, I guess it was like a menu. It was a page and it had like starters, main course and dessert, but then it had activities on it, things that you can do that don't include a screen. So I kind of got roped into partaking in no screen day too, which I was equally appalled by and fascinated by, because yeah, like I think where's my, there they are. The urge is strong to check your emails, to check your notifications, etc. But also it was like an excuse to have a day off. But yeah, it is much harder than you might think to have a no screen day. I'm not ashamed to say it. Amanda said, all of my dad's old iPhones are now basically iPods he keeps plugged into different speakers in his house. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I could use this phone whenever I upgrade. I could use this phone for filming, but I think that my new phone will be purposely bought in order to have a better camera, etc. So it would be kind of stupid to spend that much money on a phone and then not even use it for the one thing that I'm, you know, focusing on and want it for upgrading. I would be tempted, however, to have this phone as my work phone, in that I use it to check social media and maybe don't use social media on my other phone. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. We'll see. Yeah, Piper's not really into phones so far. I mean, she'll be 10 in less than a month. Well, just over a month, which is crazy. Can't quite believe that. Double digits. How did that happen? Absolutely not so. I will do a shout out and say, if anyone would like to send her a birthday card, please let me know, because I'm feeling kind of awful. I know that it's a lockdown and all that jazz, but the very fact is that we can't have a party or anything like that, which we wouldn't have been able to do even if we were staying here. But she will literally be moving to a different country a week before her birthday. Well, 2 weeks before her birthday. And we will be absolutely not in party mode, but in unpack a house mode. So we're trying to come up with some sort of idea to do something. She wants a panda cake, so we're gonna work on that. I'm very into my baking at the moment. Last week I made macarons, and also, what else did I make? What did I make for pudding last week? Oh no, macarons. The week before it was chocolate eclairs, and I also did an apple and raisin and cinnamon like ginger tart thing. It was very nice, I have to say. Yum yum yum. And what else? I've made millefeuille cakes, all sorts of things. Anyway, so she wants a panda cake, so that's fine. We'll make her a panda cake. Happy days. Gonna do that. No problem. No problem. We shall do that. She's very into her pandas at the moment. Oh, hold on. I need to scroll up. Jasmine says 10. I know. I remember bringing her into work whenever she was 0. I used to work with Jasmine in an office block, and Piper was brought to work before she was brought home. We went from the hospital to work and then to home. Can you believe it? Amanda says, all my kids got phones when we got rid of the landline. Ah, I see. Jasmine says, I'll send her a card. Sarah Lee says, I'd love to. We might not still be there still. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we've got some people from Twitch. Hello. Hey, Alex. Somebody's raiding. Hey. Amanda says, I saw one lady posting little kits to send to several kids for a virtual party. I actually said that to Piper. I said that we could, because obviously I have boxes and things here that we use for posting orders. And I thought we could get a box and we could put a piece of cake or cupcake or something in it, or cookie or something. And we could put, I don't know, balloon, a party hat, party popper or something, and maybe, you know, a party bag kind of thing. And then I'm not really sure what else you'd put in it, but we could have an online birthday party. She definitely wants to have a gaming party because she's well into her gaming. This is my 10-year-old, well, soon to be 10-year-old daughter. So she's gonna definitely do some sort of gaming thing, but I mean, she does that every day, so it's not really a big difference. Maybe you could coat large pretzel stick in green to look like bamboo. That's cool. Or I actually saw someone use chocolate that they had dyed green. And it's kind of hard to explain, but they spread it out so it was thin, and then they used like a blade to roll off like little sticks of it, and they look quite like bamboo. Or I guess you could do, yeah, I think pretzel sticks could maybe work. Yeah, it could work. Bye, Alex. Right, so let's find my hooter full of. Managed to. There we go. And let's put this little guy back where he belongs. Yeah, they curl the chocolate. That's the words. That's the words, girl. You got it. By the way, Jen, I wanted to say that she still uses her little snack bags. That you give us a snack bag or two at Creativation. And even though we're not going to school, she comes out to the craft room and she brings her little snack bag with a crab on it. She likes that one best. And brings out with her snack in it. All exciting. All right. So I'm going to color in my background. So let's just put these all onto here for now. And we'll add a background to this. See what we can do. If you like coconut, you could color it to look like fur. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, we do like coconut. She likes coconut, all right. I just remembered that Amy's sending me the new not tumbled glass, the new distress ink. I'm so excited. Very excited indeed. All right, I'm going to go with some purple sky because why not? And I'll probably blend that into a pink maybe. Let's see. So this is just normal white cardstock. This is not my paint on cardstock that I'm a big fan of. So I just have to go a little bit easier, but gentler. And then kind of work a little bit harder to make sure I don't get any full marks on it. All right, and let's grab some bun sugar. Jasmine says, can't wait to get the new ink. Woohoo! Me too. I'm really excited. Ooh, Nessa says matchmakers, but colored green. Ooh, that's a good idea too. I'm loving these ideas, guys. Of course, I just realized I've got a really bright green grass, and then I'm going for a more pastel colored sky. I might darken it up a little bit. Amanda's got to run. Kelly had dental surgery today. Oh, bless her. Give her our love. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Although, sadly, Craig has like, I don't know whether this is like classic Craig winding me up, but he was so excited about having a new house to do his our Kinder egg hunting. And so, especially now that we have the date of the 1st of March, he said to me, I'm not doing Kinder egg on Sunday. We're just gonna have to wait to the new house. So I honestly don't know whether it was just a wind up and he is going to do it, or whether he legit is just wanting to wait to the new house. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm adding some clouds using the Head in the Cloud stencil here. Oh, and it's really subtle. Can you guys see it? It's fun though. Looking good. Okay, I'm going to actually go over this one with a little bit of the purple. Otherwise, it gets lost. Perfecto, perfecto. Jasmine says, I must get that stencil. I use the other one all the time, but I need a bit of variety. Yeah, I like the way that you can mix it up with this. Oops, I've managed to put a bit of thing on there. Okay. Ooh, I actually really like it. I think I am going to splatter this a little bit though, for some variety. Let's see what we can do. Just to bring a bit more depth to this. Rustic wilderness. Let's go with that. Not really used my rustic wilderness much. Oh, I'm getting this everywhere though. Messy craft alert. Carrie says, my 12-year-old loves Kinder Eggs. You'll have to remind me, and I'll put one in your next package, Carrie. Jasmine says, I need everything Heffy Doodle. I was just going to say you're not far off the whole connection, but I know a new release is that inside. It is. Dun, dun, dun. We have got, actually, my stamps arrived today. Woohoo! The full release of stamps arrived today, but my dies are still in sample stage, so exciting. So that's exciting. Do, 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 do. So yes, I've been doing a lot of baking. Tomorrow, did I tell you? Tomorrow I'm going to be making jam donuts. That's my my goal for tomorrow. Exciting, exciting. Oh, last week I also made Mars bar squares, but they're boring. Well, they're not boring, but Craig loves the Mars bar square, but I just wanted to make something a little bit more fancy, fancy. Carrie says, I used to do live videos all the time. You're making me miss doing them. I need to do more on Facebook. I really do. my big plan, I mean, it's not much of a plan, but I really would like to, whenever we get to Scotland, the plan is that we hire someone full time, and then I'm able to, in theory, have more time to actually craft. I mean, obviously it's going to take time because whoever we hire is going to need to be trained and all that jazz. But big picture, hire someone full time. They're able to do orders and respond to queries, things like that. And I'm able to just get on with the releases, so more regular releases. Hallelujah. I would love that. And if I'm able to do more regular releases, I mean, if I'm able to free myself up from a lot of the day-to-day stuff, then that also means I should be able to do more like lives and fun things and actually craft some more. Well, I never. That would be super exciting. Carrie says, yes, I love a new release. Carrie says, oh, I should love that. I'm talking about, what's your daughter's name, Carrie? Jasmine says, I need to move with you. Yes, you do. All right, let's get cracking in our little scene. There's going to be so much going on. This guy's going to be over here. This lady's, I mean, that guy's going to be here. Let me get my, actually, I use Glober. It's my little Glober friend. So I'm just going to crack on. I'm probably going to have to go in and check on my husband. I hope he's doing okay. This guy's going to go up here. This guy's down here. I can't remember what he was going to be doing. Does anybody remember what he was going to be doing? This was going to be here. Have I already stuck that? No, I haven't, thankfully. So that. I might add a bird to him. There we go. Maybe he should be catching a butterfly and this guy should be fishing. What do you guys think? And we've got this little lady over here. Gonna have some mushrooms hanging around. Got some grassalassa. Carrie says, my daughter's name is Hannah. Yay! So many choices and goals to do this year. I know. Hopefully some of them work out. All right, let's see what we can do. think we'll hang some of these off the edge for fun. Like so. I think I'm liking that guy with his little net up there. Stick him down. Jasmine says, it's looking super cute. I'm off to bed. Night night. Sweet dreams, my dear. So this guy has got a net. Why not? I'll put a little bit of glue on his hand, like so. Trim this off. So this guy's gonna go here with his fishing rod, I think. So I'm gonna stick the fishing rod somewhat flat. And then raise him up. Now I've left the top free because I need to add a piece of wire, fishing line. So I'm just going to draw that with a ruler and a pen, because I think stamping it is just going to cause chaos, to be honest. I'll do. Hopefully I can actually cut it out. Like so. So, oh. I'm going to use in this stamp set, the Warm Hugs stamp set, there is a little, what is that, like a ripple, I guess you would call it, a ripple. I'm going to stamp that onto here with some blue ink of some description. Stormy sky will do the trick. It doesn't need to be anything too fancy. Just like that. And then also in this stamp set is an unusual little guy. It's a tiny little oval like this. And can you see it's only got one little curved line? So what you do is that you line it up on the card. Like so. Of course, I should have done this well before I stuck things on my card, but anyway. So maybe I'll just try and press it down. I run it through my machine, but I've just put foam on it, so slight change of plans. Let's just grab a craft knife and do a little tiny slit. It's not as perfect as it would have been if I used the die, but it's fine for this small piece right here. Oh, I forgot that it's 2 layers. That'll do. Come on. There we go. Just like this. Can you see it? Let me scroll you in. Looking cool. Okay, let's stick this down. Using some Glubert. And I will tuck it behind this little guy, like a thaw. All right, let's stick on some of these other bits and pieces. Finish off our card. I meant to ask, did anybody have any Valentine's plans for this weekend? Or have you all decided that instead of Valentine's, you're just going to craft all weekend? Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to be spending my weekend packing up my retail order, packaging some foam tape, I think. Ooh. Don't know where she's going to go. Maybe there. I think I'll bring in some of that greener grass. behind here as well. Maybe some at the front. Little baby moshi in there. And we'll add this heart leaf over here. And I think I'll raise up this little mushroom. And then I think Mr. Duck must have moved as well. Let me just trim off a little bit of his beak. I think that just finishes it all off. So nice. Of course, we do need some sort of a sentiment, I think. And some little highlights using a white gel pen. We'll make everything pop, I think. Oops. Awesome. So I had thought about putting a seagull up here, but I think he's going to throw off the scale of things. Yes, I think he's a bit too tall to go up there. So I think some little white details will make everything pop. And I think we need just a little sentiment on here. What do you guys think? I think it looks so cool at the moment. Let's see what we've got. We've got There's No One Like You. Which I kind of like. There's no one like you. We just have that right along the top, maybe. I think that would be super super cute. Let's get our Misty out. See if we can make that work. Oh, I'm missing loads and loads of comments here. Marcy says, no plans. Maybe pick up some food to bring home. Ness is inside. Roberta says, weather's not so nice. Marcy says, no, can't eat inside restaurants here yet in California. Carrie's not got any plans, but keep trying to think of something special I can do for my girls. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? There is one thing that is fun. I don't know whether it's kind of up your street, but we have been we do a lot of board gaming, and one of the games that we've played is a franchise, I guess, called Unlock. And it is I guess you would call it a card game. You get little cards, but it's like a lock room, and it's a puzzle. You have to make your way through the clues and figure it out, etc. Piper is 9, and she can help. I think probably it's probably a bit on the hard side if you were just expecting her to do it on her own, but she definitely has helped us. Like, it is not like yeah, there's definitely things we wouldn't have got that she did get, if that makes sense. Oh, here it is. Right at the back. I'm going to go for Juniper Mist for this because I like the fact that it's not as harsh as the black. It's more of a navy color. And the good thing is the Unlock series, you can get them on Amazon, etc., but they're not that expensive. So each box is 3 games. So you get 3 games out of it. And I would say you probably can't really play them again, but you could gift it on. Especially if you find someone else who likes games. That's what we've done in the past. We'll buy a box and our friends will buy a box, and then we'll just swap. Get a bit more out of them, which is good. And it's real fun because you can make it into a bit of an event, which is cool. I'm going to finish off with a little dot detailing. Let's see if I can find an ickle brush. An ickle bitty brush. And I'll add some white dots to this. And I tend to have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with white gel pens. So I'm going to just go ahead and use my Copic ink. For this and a little baby paintbrush. I think I can get a lot more control over it as well. Does anybody have any other ideas or something fun to do for the kiddos? Jen says, fishing, you are here. That's a good one, actually. We should have done that. That would be fun. You need to do a stump set with that in it. And a little fishing boat. That would be cute. Now, because I'm right-handed, I'm starting on the left and making my way over to the right so that I don't smudge or smear it. Awesome. Carrie says, we love games. We have family game night with my parents and my husband's parents every Friday night. So I'm about ready for that. And this week we're having breakfast for dinner. That's cool. What are you gonna have? What are you gonna eat? Tell me. I'm a hungry Heffy. I need to know. I need to live vicariously through you. Mr. Ducky. Nearly there. Awesome. I think that's about done. Now, if I wanted to, I could go in and use my Copic ink kind of to highlight those clouds. I kind of like them subtle like this. So I think I'm going to leave them as is. Carrie says we're playing dominoes tonight. Nice. All right. I think I'm going to call that done. Lots going on. Lots of colouring tonight. It was fun to create the little lake using the puddle dye from Quack Me Up. Just extending that to make it a larger puddle, aka a little lake or a pond. Jen says, I had breakfast for lunch. Mini biscuits with gravy and sausage. It was fun to make them half the size. Oh, so cute. Love it. Awesome. I am loving this. I think that we need, I want something over here though, so I think I'm going to add just a couple of little hearts just to finish it off. Because why not? I'm going to grab my juniper mist again. And I'm sure one of the other sets have got a solid heart on here. Let's see what we can find. Ooh, stars. Itty baby heart in the Dino Time set. I think that just ties everything together a bit more. Oops, I'm out of focus. Sorry, guys. Do you have butterfly trails? It looks like wind blowing. We have I have a dashed line in the flutter in the what's it called? The Big Bug Hugs. Look at this one. But I think I'm gonna leave that there because otherwise I'm gonna end up overdoing it before too long. I think it turned out awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's my finished card for tonight. I think I'm going to leave that there and go in and check on Mr. Craig. He was not feeling too well earlier. Thank you so much for joining me for tonight's stream. And by next week, I hopefully will have an absolute confirmed date of moving. That would be awesome. Carrie says, it's awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you for the heart eyes, Jen. Thanks for joining us. Love you, miss you. Cuddles. Bye, Marcy. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend and happy Valentine's Day. Big hugs and lots of love to everyone.